the preview of Spurs versus Manchester United on Sunday in the 4:30 kickoff at the new and improved White Hart Lane. As us United fans can testify, Spurs fans, pre and post-Covid, will never see attacking football under the Portuguese Pulis, the poison one, Mourinho, call him any name under the sun that's derogatory for him. Despite us being 11 points ahead of Mourinho Spurs, if they beat us, it'll be 8 points. And we have to make sure we wreak the ultimate revenge on them because who they've got at the helm. Last time out, obviously, Ole Gunnar Knobhead lost 6-1 to Mourinho. Mourinho came to Old Trafford and ruled the roost. That was one of the most embarrassing defeats ever. No manager post-Alex Ferguson lost 6-1. And that sums up Ole Gunnar Knobhead's reign at Man United. And Mourinho will do everything in his power to try and get another scalp, to beat us in 2 fixtures in a season. This is the last since when he left Manchester United Football Club. So we need to stop that from happening. Before we go balls deep into that, let's go back what happened last night as we faced Granada, not the television network. And if you're in the northwest of England, there's a news programme called Granada Reports. Little trivia fact for you there. Clear as day, 2 away goals. I don't see any problems in the second leg. I think it's done and dusted. I don't see Granada coming to Old Trafford, scoring 2 goals without reply. I think we will score, unfortunately for them. McTominay's going to be missing the second leg, so is Maguire and Shaw. But it's good to get them out of the way anyway. You don't want somebody getting a yellow card to miss the second leg, or then a yellow card to miss the final. You'd rather get rid of all that there and then. And I thought the referee did a good job. He didn't annoy me, and the yellow cards were justified. But we should be going through anyway. You know, no problems there. First goal was a fantastic goal. A peach of a ball into the path of Rashford. It was crying out for a finishing touch. And then the cameraman, or camera woman, sexist, missed Rashford's goal because it was shown in instant replay. And I said before, I really hate it, right? When they show an instant replay when the game is carrying on. And that is exactly what annoys me. And it bears fruit. I don't know why they do that. It really is annoying. And that shouldn't happen because they should be professional. And it was a carbon copy of what ITV did a couple of years ago. Everton, I think, scored in the 180th minute against the Dirty Scouts bastards across the pond. ITV went to a commercial break and they missed the goal completely. So they fucked up then, didn't they? Just like the cameraman or woman, sexist, last night did as well. We then got a customary penalty for Bruno. Another penalty kick to mask his poor performance. I thought it was diabolical again, but he gets a lucky penalty kick, no more than usual. There, and the goalkeeper was poor. He should have saved it. And the best compliment I can pay Bruno Fernandes is he's got the physique of Ronaldo. He never gets injured. He's got one of those kind of bodies. If he gets a knock, or 2 knocks, or 3 knocks, then he's not going to get injured. He gets up straight away. He cries like a bitch. I don't like that. I think you should stop moaning like a bitch and start producing the goods, because you haven't done that in a long, long time, you know. And I would rather a player with less impressive stats as to those with impressive stats, but win a trophy. That's what I would rather. Fellaini's stats weren't glittered in gold dust, but most of the time he produced the goods to get his top 4 and to win us those 2 trophies that we won, or 3 trophies, and the 2 different managers. So there is that. And for me, still, Fellaini remains the best manager. You could say he was a manager. He saved Louis van Gaal's job, didn't he, in his first season? Van Gaal's first season there. And I thought Fellaini was fantastic. He's still the best signing we made post Alex Ferguson. And until we win a trophy, until Bruno pulls his finger out and delivers on the stage, then we're still going to have Fellaini as our best signing post Alex Ferguson. I'll always say that. But then if we do win a trophy, at least I'll say, well, Fellaini's got 3 trophies, Bruno's only got 1, so Fellaini will still have one-upmanship on Bruno. Oh yeah, and he went to, obviously, China, didn't he? The first time they won a trophy, one of the clubs there. Since 2014, he scored loads of important goals along the way. Yeah, if Bruno does win a trophy, Fellaini will spend, right? He won a trophy in less time he was at the club than when Bruno was at Man United. There lies the difference. So yeah, we're through now. I thought McTominay had a fantastic game. I thought he was outstanding again. He carries Paul Pogba. Just like Lindelof carries Maguire, just like Matic carried Lindelof and Maguire together last season. So the team I'm going to pick against Spurs. Henderson in goal. For me, all he needed to pick Henderson now for the end of the season. I don't think it helps at all. I think he made the monumental mistake. He obviously wants to pit two goalkeepers against each other. But for me, just keep with one and not the other. And I think now at the end of the season, I think that will come a cropper. Because that's what Sykes Ferguson did with Roy Carroll and Barthez. You know, Roy Carroll and Howard, and it didn't work. You stick with one and not the other. But he doesn't do it, and that's what's frustrating about Ole Gunnar Knobhead. He does. He says one thing, but then he means another. You just don't know what he's going to say next, because he's full of lies. He must be a Tory. You never know. But Taylor in goal, right back, Wamba Krapa, Tellez at left back, centre backs. I'm going to go for Tuanzebe and Lindelof. I think Tuanzebe needs to run in the team. I think Maguire needs to get out. Midfield three. It's going to be McTominay, obviously. Fred will come back in. Bruno will be there as well. Up front, Cavani, and then on the wings, Rashford and Greenwood. That's going to be the team that I am going to pick. Dan James can rest it out. We can have him for the second leg. Now, I watched Spurs a couple of times this season. Last time out, they drew 2-2 at Newcastle. Harry Kane got a double. Him and Son have a telepathic understanding. I remember against Southampton, Son got a hat-trick and Harry Kane assisted them all. So they're ruthless in front of goal. They've got a week to prepare, obviously. And you just know, don't you? You know what Mourinho's going to do. And I'll tell you now what he's going to do. What he's really going to do. He's going to get somebody to man-mark Bruno. You just know it's coming. He'll do what he got Herrera to do. Stalking Kante on the Old Trafford pitch. That's what Mourinho would do with Bruno. Be it Højbjerg or Sissoko. You know that's coming. So we're going to see how Bruno adapts to that and if he can, forge a way through. And I hate Mourinho. I hate him with a passion. I really do. I don't like the guy. So let's stop him. Let's stop him in his tracks. We beat them. Champions League football is off the menu for them. And I tell you now, Spurs are not going to win a trophy. Harry Kane has said before the start of the season, the ball was kicked in earnest before that he is the new Matt Letizia. He will never win a trophy. He's a one-club man. Nobody's going to buy him because he's out of their reach. And I want to put Mourinho to the sword and beat him. Because if they beat us, Mourinho's going to come and say, oh, I beat Man United, oh, look, this and that, so we have to beat them. So hopefully we do. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Man United victory. So come on, United, don't let me down. We need to beat the Portuguese Pulis and make sure he doesn't do the double overs, because he's going to be smug as anything if he achieves that. And obviously he wants to beat our away record as well. So that's another thing we have to bear in mind as well.